Mrs. Murphy threw a party about a week ago. Everything was plentiful, the Murphys, they're not slow. They treated us like gentlemen, we tried to act the same. Except for what then happened, well, it really were a shame. When Mrs. Murphy dished the chowder out, she fainted on the spot. She found a pair of overalls at the bottom of the pot. Tim Nolan, he got hopping mad, his eyes were bulging out. He jumped up on the piano and began to scream and shout. Who threw the overalls in Mrs. Murphy's chowder? Nobody spoke, so he shouted all the louder. It's an Irish trick, that's true, but I lick the mick that threw the overalls in Mrs. Murphy's chowder. They fished the pants from out the soup and laid them on the floor. Each man swore upon his life he'd ne'er seen them before. They were plastered up with mortar, they were worn out at the knees. They'd had their many ups and downs as we could plainly see. And when Mrs. Murphy, she came to, she began to cry and pout. She'd had them in the wash that day, forgot to take them out. Tim Nolan, he excused himself for what he'd said that night. And we put music to his words, and we sang with all our might. Oh, who threw the overalls in Mrs. Murphy's chowder? Everybody laughed, so we sang it all the louder. It's an Irish trick, that's true, but we'll lick the mick that threw the overalls in Mrs. Murphy's chowder.